Comments like this really irk the shit out of me. So, unpopular opinion. I cannot stand when people tell women to vet. Or when they say things like, you got to pick the right person. You got to make sure you pick the right person as it pertains to relationships or marriage or who to have kids with, right? To me, it's like telling somebody, go play the lottery and make sure you win. Make sure you don't lose. As if you really got control over the lottery. It's the same thing with guys. How do you vet someone when men lie? Like when their mouths are moving, they're most likely lying, right? If you know men and their nature, you know that when their mouths are moving, they're lying 9 times out of 10. So for those of you who don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, you know, right? How do you vet when a man can fake whole marriages, whole relationships, beg you for babies, and then 3 years switch up on you? He seems great on paper. He treated you like a queen or a princess, and he was consistent and all of that for several years. And then he switches up on you. And then all anybody has to say is, oh, you should have chose better. Listen, I am always going to be of the opinion that the only way to win in the dating game is to not play. That is my personal opinion. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. And I know that typically the only people who are going to disagree with that are people who can't be by themselves. People who need a relationship. They need a man or a woman to complete them and all this other stuff that y'all be saying. What the hell does I need a man to lead me? What does that even mean? Like, are y'all too incompetent to lead yourselves? I am so confused by that statement. I never understood what that meant. I wasn't raised that way, so I just don't even understand how that would even come about. But anyway, y'all are the types of people who disagree with what I'm saying, in my opinion. People who can't be by themselves. People who don't like themselves. If you can't be in your own company, you don't like yourself. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. I'm somebody who, like I said in the previous video, I like being by myself like 95% of the time. I choose that. People invite me to stuff all the time, and I'm like, nah, I think I'm going to sit this one out. And I'm always sitting this one out. Like, I never completely agree 100% to do stuff. I always give myself an out. And my answer to, like, do you want to come here, or do you want to meet this place, or blah, 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 I'm always saying, it's possible, I'll let you know. That's my way out, because I already know there's a 99% chance I'm probably not going to do it. Because I just prefer my own company. So I feel bad for those of you who feel like you have to have a partner in order to, like, be a complete whole person. Like, why are you not a whole person by yourself? And then you get with somebody to help complement that. But anyways, you can't vet people when they lie. You can't vet people who are pretending to be something that they're not. Telling women you should choose, you got to make sure you pick the right person. I get it, but then I don't. It's so condescending to me. It's sarcasm. It's like it's a land of delusion. I don't really get the point in doing that. Don't y'all think every human being on the planet thought that they picked right? Like, everybody thought they picked the right person when they got married, or when they had kids with somebody, or they went into business with this person, or they became best friends with that person. Don't you think everybody thought they were picking the right person? Every human on the planet probably just about thought that. So what good is telling people, make sure you win the lottery this time, don't waste your money and play and lose, win? Like, you ain't got no control over that shit, just like you ain't got no control over nobody else's actions. And I was listening to a video recently, and they said something about no matter what, you can't, no one can prepare you for when a man switches up on you, when he blindsides you, right? You can't prepare for that. But the answer is always going to be the same, which is you got to pick right. You got to make sure you pick the right person. How many times are y'all going to tell women this? Don't y'all realize that y'all are going to run out of women to tell this to? Because, like, I feel like you men and some of you women have already told this to, like, several billions of women now. Like, all these women all over the planet are complaining about the exact same things as it pertains to men. When are y'all going to put two and two together? Like, when are you guys going to see the correlation? If all these women all over the world are complaining about the same shit as it pertains to men, that maybe it's the men in most cases, that there's not that many good men running around. Like, y'all have literally run out of women to tell this to. You've said it to pretty much every woman on the planet by now. So, like, what is the point? Like I said, the only way, in my opinion, to win in the dating game is to not play. I got out. I got out before something ruined my life, before I hit a point of no return, and I'm just going to be bitter and miserable the rest of my life trying to be loved by men who don't even fucking go to the doctor. Like, y'all are out here trying to build relationships with men who don't even fucking go to the doctor. Like, this man ain't got his prostate checked, his colon checked, he ain't been STD checked, nothing. And y'all are trying to build love in relationships with men who don't even care about their own health. And you wonder why you're struggling to find love. You need to be looking for love within yourself. It's boring as that may sound to some people, and it seems cliche, and it seems, unreasonable. That's where the love really is inside of you. But y'all are too busy trying to live up to these, like, societal expectations that you don't want to actually stop and do the inner work and learn to love yourself. Because, see, when you get to a level where you love the fuck out of you, you're not going to be out here desperately looking and searching for somebody to love you and complete you, because you have enough, like, in here. But see, y'all don't know what that's like. Y'all not even willing to do the work. So go ahead, stay in the dating game. Keep getting cheated. Like, keep playing yourself, because that's all you're doing. You're going to just keep getting cheated on. You're going to keep being lied to, gaslit, and all this other shit that these men are doing, and using you for his come up woman, using you as a placeholder, making you a single mom but not a wife. Not to say that being a wife means anything, because it absolutely does not. I say all the time, I ain't never met a faithful married man a day in my life at age 39. So being a wife don't mean shit. These men got y'all out here looking stupid. But I'm just saying, they're not even willing to do that. That's the end of my rant. I'm just over this. I am so over y'all telling women, you should have chose better. Like, choosing better is choosing yourself. And don't you ever forget that. I'll catch y'all in the next one.